What's up, girls? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Coach Nat. I am a women's fitness and nutrition coach, IFBB Bikini Pro, and a first form athlete. And you girls always ask me, Coach, what the heck do you eat? Y'all know I'm trying to make these gains for the girls. So we are in a muscle building phase, meaning that we're eating a ton of food, a ton of good food, and I cannot wait to show you all of my meals today. And before going straight into the meals, I wanted to remind you that my Gains for the Girls program will be launching on December 31st. This program is specifically for my girls who are trying to become muscle mommies, my girls who are not afraid to lift heavy weight, for my girls who are really trying to build muscle. This program is for you. So I am currently running that program myself. This is my 7th week in the program and I am already seeing so many gains. Like y'all can see these weren't here before. Look at that wasn't there before, and I'll show you my booty later, but girl, just know that this is a program for you. First meal that we're gonna have is my pre-workout meal. Today we're gonna be training shoulders, always working on growing the shoulders because mama wasn't blessed with a little tiny waist. Quite literally, I feel like I was built like SpongeBob. So that's not me being mean to myself, that's me just being very realistic. I have a very square waist. If you are the same, oh, and I also have like a pretty wide rib cage. So in order to make that illusion of having a tinier waist, what I work on is my shoulders, my back, and my legs. Because if I can get this wider, my shoulders like bigger, and I can get my glutes and my thighs bigger, it's gonna make my waist look smaller. So that's a hack. All right, let's get into breakfast. And I'm also gonna grab my post-workout meal to get that ready. So here's a pro tip for you. If you are somebody who is looking to build muscle, change your body composition, you gotta prioritize your pre and your post-workout nutrition, especially if you're trying to make these gains, sister, because you cannot make gains on a 1200 calorie diet. So my pre-workout meal, I'm gonna show you that in a second, but my post-workout meal, I'm gonna take that with me to the gym. So in here, I have tilapia, 4 ounces, 200 grams of jasmine rice, and I have about 150 grams of zucchini. This is a pretty high carb meal. And I always center my biggest carb meals around my workout. Why do you want to do that? Energy comes in the form of carbs. Carbs is our body's preferred energy source. So having a good amount of carbs going into your workout is going to give you that fuel that you need to push heavy and really challenge yourself. And then after your workout is done, you want to replenish that glycogen that you just depleted during your workout. So think about glycogen as like a battery, right? So we have a battery and we're going to eat carbs to fill up that battery going into our workout. We're going to train our ass off during that workout. We're going to chase strength gains. We're going to chase PRs, so that way we build some muscle, and that energy is going to deplete, that battery is going to deplete. And then after your training, in order to start that recovery process ASAP, we are breaking down our muscles as well. We want to make sure that we're getting enough protein and enough carbs, so that way we can replenish that glycogen, we can repair our muscles and start that repair process as soon as possible. I am packing my post-workout in my insulated meal prep bag. It's going to keep my meal fresh. You can shop this cute little meal prep bag, this one right freaking here on Nathaliecfit.com. It's going to be the first link in the description. This is what we are having for breakfast. I've been having this for the past 3 days. I meal prepped this. So I made egg white muffins and blueberry collagen muffins, which are freaking delicious. And on my eggs, I'm gonna add some of this Cholula hot sauce because I'm a little bit tired of the no sugar ketchup, and hot sauce is fire on eggs. We're of course gonna add some sea salt because this is our pre-workout meal. Sea salt to the muffins as well. And salt really helps with that pump. So here I got my protein from the egg whites. I also have some protein from the oat flour that I use with the blueberry muffins. I have carbs from the oat flour as well. So I have a good amount of fuel going into my training. Just finished my workout and I am ravenous. We have our post-workout meal here. Coming in clutch my little bag. I'm so hungry. I love bringing my meals to the gym because I am a hungry freaking girl and I just want to eat as soon as freaking possible. And I also just murdered my shoulders. Oh my gosh, this is heaven right now. This shit right here. I'm gonna eat this and go home, and you'll see me later in the next clip. All right, bye. I'm back home now, and one of the things that I've been experimenting with is the time that I take my Opti greens. And I just had one of my biggest meals all day. My post-workout meal has a good amount of carbs in it. And what I really like about the greens is it has a glycemic balance blend in it, which simply just means that it helps with utilizing the carbs that you're eating efficiently so that you don't get those spikes in energy and then the random crash. So if you ever experience a big crash in the middle of the afternoon, typically after lunch, it's because your blood sugars aren't stable. With the greens, it has that blend in it to help with stabilizing blood sugar so you don't get those nasty crashes. And I've been finding that having my greens after my biggest meal actually helps me so much with digestion, with bloating, and avoiding that nasty crash. So I'm actually having that now. I love the taste of greens. Like literally, I love the taste of these greens. So I'm having these now. I'm gonna jump on a Facebook Live with my team. Every week I go live in my Facebook group to do weekly check-ins for the girls running my challenges. So I do 4 challenges a year, and inside of those challenges, inside of my Facebook group, I go live once a week during the challenge just to give feedback to make sure that everybody is on the same page, everybody's progressing. So if you wanna be included inside of my Girl Gang Facebook group, I invite you to join us. It's completely free. Come on in, see what the Girl Gang is about. Join in on all the fun. It's really awesome to be on this fitness journey alongside thousands of women who are on the same journey as you. You get to share your struggles as well as your victories, connect with like-minded women, which is so hard to come by. I invite you to join us. It's the Girl Gang on Facebook. I'm gonna link it in the description. This is actually one of my favorite days of the week, so I wanted to share a behind the scenes with you girls. I'm actually gonna go live in the Girl Gang now. I have my nutrition coaching app here popped up on my computer, because what I do is I do literally live check-ins, and this is how I'm able to coach effectively, group coaching with the amount of people that join my challenges. So I get to come in once a week here, go live, answer questions, and do live check-in feedback, which is really beneficial so that all the girls can kind of see that we all really struggle with the same things in our fitness journey, give or take a couple things. So you'll see. What's up, team? Happy Wednesday and happy check-in day. Super excited. We are kicking off another week in the challenge. I want to know how we're feeling. Here to give you girls feedback. We're going to be doing live check-ins as always. If you are new here, say hello. If you're tuning in, say hello. So this is the way that we do things. Every single week throughout the challenge, I go live here in the Girl Gang once a week. Well, multiple times a week, really. But we do live check-ins once a week here, and I have the First Form app opened up here. And what I do is I take volunteers, I go in here, I check out your assessment, and this is the best way that I can coach a group of this capacity. Mercedes, okay, you're the first one. Let's do this. Let's just get right into it. I love it. So just to give you a heads up on where I am with messages and assessments, I currently have 191 to go through. Typically during an 8-week challenge, you might submit 2 assessments before getting feedback from me. That's normal, don't panic. That's the reason why these weekly lives are super beneficial for you to come and join in so that you can see that most of us typically struggle with the same thing, and I'm gonna be providing mostly the same feedback over and over. You'll see what I mean when we get into this. We are up a pound from last week. So this is kind of what I do. I'm like, all right, so she's up a pound from last week. Let's see what happened. So first thing I look at is just to make sure that your macros are okay. So you set your profile correctly, you put your goal as you want to lose body fat, and you set your physical activity level to sedentary, which is where most of us are. Even if you are a shift worker sometimes, our body kind of gets used to having the same steps every day. So if you're a shift worker and you're like 10,000 steps, 12,000 steps consistently, where our body's already used to that. But what else are you doing throughout the day? So most of us are pretty sedentary. If you want to start out at lightly active and kind of assess where you're at, if you're not making progress, then you can drop it down to sedentary. I'm cool with it, but for the most part, most people should be in sedentary. So, okay, your macros are set correctly. Awesome. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up your food journal, and then I'm gonna see what's happening. I already know why this goes up a little bit. Here is your food journal. Remember that highlighted boxes means that you met your nutrition target, and boxes that are not highlighted means that you fell short or you went over. Now, the 2 columns that I care about the most, I say this every single time, are the first 2 columns, protein and calories. Protein and calories are the 2 columns that I look at the most. That is what your goal should be. Why? Why the heck is this so important? Because look, you're gonna get so frustrated when you are tracking and logging your food, and you're being more mindful about what you're consuming, and now you're moving your body. Maybe you're going out for walks. Maybe you're making it a really big effort to go to the gym and move your bodies, and it feels like a lot of work, and granted it is. But if you are not hitting your protein and calories consistently, remember that old saying, you cannot outwork a bad diet? That's exactly what this is representing as to why you gained a pound this week. Savannah, you're down a pound from last week. So last week you were at 154.6. Today you're at 153.6. That's down a whole pound. Congratulations, girl. That's definitely something to celebrate. I know that you're working your ass off. And look at how beautiful. I'm gonna take a boomerang of this and I'm gonna post it on my stories later, because this shit right here leads to consistency. Do you see Savannah's food journal? Check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark. All the check marks. And hey, don't get discouraged and say that I feel like I'm not seeing results very fast or I'm not dropping weight very fast. That's the whole thing with a fat loss journey. What holds people back is that we lack patience. And if you think about, oh, I just lost 1 pound, that's 1 pound of fat, girl. You know what that is? That's 1 pound of fat that you just lost in your body. Like, that is gone and you worked for it. And then next week, you may lose another pound. And then the following week, maybe you hit a stall. And then the following week, you're down 3 pounds. That is literally just how fat loss goes. 1 week, you'll be down. The next week, it'll kind of stall a little bit. Then the next week, all of a sudden, you're down 3 pounds. And then the following week, it'll kind of go up. You're like, well, what the heck? I'm doing all the things. And then you're down again. It's like a roller coaster ride. Enjoy the process. Understand that you are working really hard. And you have stuck through it the longest that you ever have. Like, you're here, you're in it. You're showing up every day. You're developing healthy habits. The results are showing. So just be patient and keep on doing the damn thing. So the live went really great. Now I'm gonna make myself a really quick dinner because I need to go to the grocery store and I don't want to go to the grocery store hungry. So here I have a piece of wild caught salmon that I got from Aldi. Now I'm just gonna season both sides with some garlic salt. It's really all I do for my salmon. I'm gonna add garlic salt on both sides. And then what I'm gonna do with my veggies, so I got frozen cauliflower from Trader Joe's. I'll just put all of that there so I can have some for tomorrow. I'm gonna put this on a baking tray with aluminum foil just for easy cleanup. And I'm also going to add butternut squash, which I already prepped ahead of time with this week's meal prep. So I'm gonna add butternut squash as well. My cooking style is easy, effective, delicious, minimal ingredients, and spending the least amount of time in the kitchen as possible. Then I'm going to spray the tops of it with just olive oil spray. I'm gonna sprinkle some cinnamon on top of the butternut squash. And I'm also going to add some garlic salt all over the cauliflower. Now we're just gonna pop this in the air fryer at 400 for 10 minutes. Season both sides of your salmon. We're gonna head on over to stovetop. It's already nice and hot. Bam! How freaking easy is that? Dinner's gonna be ready in 10 minutes. I'll show you the finished product. This is the finished product. I added tahini on top for some healthy fats and sea salt to enhance the flavor. Simple, easy, and delicious. I'm about to go to bed and I'm gonna make my last meal. I had a completely different dinner planned, but I got too lazy to make it, so this is a realistic full day of eating. I'm super short on my protein, so I'm actually gonna do 2 scoops of the Red Velvet Level 1. This is so good. This is gonna be my protein, obviously. And then I'm gonna pair that with 2 chocolate rice cakes with cashew butter. Perfect. Protein, carbs, and fat. And what time is it? It's 9 right now. So don't be afraid to eat past 6. That's a myth. I put way too much water. Hold up. And now I have to shake it first, drink a little bit. Second scoop. 1 second. These chocolate rice cakes are literally my favorite. They're such a great treat. With cashew butter, you have to try it. And cashew butter is like literally my favorite. I went to Trader Joe's and they didn't have it, so I had to get it from Publix. You know what show I'm watching? That's super freaking good. The Watcher on Netflix. Are you watching it? It's sis. What would you do in that situation? I would have been sold the house. I'm not gonna stay there. That's creepy. And I've been seeing on TikTok that they're like making it like they're exaggerating. But I don't know. Even if they're exaggerating or not, bruh, I would not stay in that house. Won't catch me in there. Too long. First letter? Okay. Bye.
Deuces. I'm out.
I'm not trying to die here. Okay, I'm just stirring up the cashew butter in case you thought like, what the heck is she doing with her hand? You know when it's new, you have to like stir it up. Okay, we're gonna do 2 tablespoons, which is sad. 32 grams. There we go. Perfect. It's like super runny too, so it's gonna be fire. So this is literally gonna be my dinner, girls. My final meal of the night. Of my 2 chocolate rice cakes with my cashew butter, my 2 scoops of Red Velvet protein, and that's it. Simple meals, very easy meals, like nothing crazy. You saw. What makes this whole entire process easier is knowing what to cook, knowing exactly what to eat that tastes good, that's simple, that's easy, that you see yourself eating on a consistent basis. Like it doesn't have to be extravagant, crazy meals with 57 different ingredients. So what I aim to show you girls inside of my recipe books, like my new one that's coming out, this shit right here, what I aim to show you girls is that you can eat good food It doesn't have to be complicated, and it can easily fit into your diet. So be on the lookout for this shit right here, dropping November 18th. Brand new recipes that I know you are going to love. So thank you girls so much for tuning into today's video. Hopefully you loved it. I'm gonna enjoy my dinner and get started on my new Colleen Hoover book. Who's reading Colleen Hoover? Drop it in the comments. Bye.